Hey there, everybody. Why'd I start it like that? Um, it's fucking 2018. Did you have a good Christmas? Are you having a good New Year's? Yeah, I haven't made a podcast for about 3 weeks because, I needed a little break. And I also, I don't know, I want to switch it up this year as far as the podcast is concerned. One thing I'm going to try is to curse less, because I realized that I was kind of using cursing as a crutch. I mean, it wasn't like planned, it wasn't like, oh shit, it's there I go, I'm already cursing. It wasn't like I felt like, okay, I'm bombing, so I need to throw in a couple of F words. It's just, I have a fucking dirty mouth, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not saying that this podcast is going to be clean. I'm just going to try and not curse as much. And I guess this will be the pilot of that, to see if I can actually get through a podcast without calling everybody a cunt. But yeah, I've also decided that instead of, because I spent a lot of fucking time last year just being angry, and I'm not saying that I'm gonna drop the anger. I feel like, this year I'm gonna be the fucking solution guy. All right, whatever there's a problem, or whatever problem there is, if I can speak right. I think I've got the fucking solution to it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And this podcast, I'm going to, offer my thoughts on, I don't know. There will be some sort of fucking solution to a particular problem. It might be a political problem. It might be a social problem. It might just be, some shit that you really were like, I didn't even know that was a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But anyway, did you guys make your what do you call those things? Your resolutions? Did you decide that this is the year you're not gonna be such a fat fuck? You know what my resolution is? I've decided that for New Year's, for 2018, I'm gonna be a douche. Now, I know what some of you fucking cunts are gonna say. Well, weren't you that last year? Yeah, I gotta go fuck yourself. I'm gonna go big with it, right? I'm gonna fucking wear, a plaid. I'm gonna wear plaid fucking shirts and dress like, Where's Waldo? I'm gonna be a fucking hipster. I'm gonna have an opinion about everything. And every tweet that I send out is going to be a hashtag. In fact, you know what? The Me Too movement. I'm going to start the Just Me, hashtag Just Me movement. What else? I don't know. I can't grow up my hair, so instead of like frosted tips on my head, I'll frost my pubes. How's that sound? I don't know, because it seemed like last year being the fucking guy that saw things from both sides and tried to be reasonable and empathetic and all of that, it didn't pay off. So I've decided that, this year I'm just going to be a huge fucking douche, right? Like, what award show just fucking happened where everybody's pissed off at the male actors that didn't fucking acknowledge the Me Too movement. What have they called it? What have they switched up to now? It's like, what, Time's Up or some fucking douchey shit like that. And I guess the actors came all dressed in black. For 2018, my fucking counter protest, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to counter protest everything. Black Lives Matter? Nope. I'm going with, I don't know. I don't want to say white lives, because that just sounds fucking, that's just racist. I don't know. Let's go with plaid lives. Plaid lives matter. Is that the counter protest to black? I don't know. That wasn't the. I need to think that one through, but anyway, fucking they decided they're all gonna wear black to the Golden Globes. Well, you know what? For 2018, I'm gonna wear all white. That's gonna be my fucking counter protest because I'm gonna be a douche all the way around, right? I'm gonna become a vegan. I'm gonna, if I see you drinking milk, I'm gonna say milk is fucking murder. I'm gonna stand out in front of fucking Planned Parenthood with a picture of a dead fetus. Except it's not gonna be a human fetus. It'll be like, I don't know, like did they do dog abortions? I don't know. But yeah, so everybody's all fucking pissed off at the male actors that didn't bother to mention the Me Too movement. Let me just address this here and why I have such a problem with the Me Too movement. It's not the fact that some of our heroes have turned out to be pieces of shit. It's not the fact that it's absolutely fucking horrifying, the sheer number of women sharing their story about the horrific shit that bugs me. More power to you. It's something that needed to be said, apparently, and I think it's fucking horrific. But this idea that if you're a man, you must like somehow apologize for, or speak out against these fucking these rogue apes that never should have been allowed to play with the other fucking apes. That's fucking horseshit. I never preyed upon a woman. I never, forced a woman to watch me rub one out into a ficus. I'm not going to apologize for their behavior like I fucking was like their sidekick, or like I helped set it up, or we fucking got together, as a group and decided that, tonight you're going to go and grab that lady's titties. And then, I wasn't the harassment quarterback. So I'm not going to sit around and act like it's my fucking fault that some fucked up shit happened to you. Like I equate this whole fucking outrage at men that don't fucking stand up and don't make a big deal about it. I equate this to like, whenever some fucking nut job, fucking, blows himself up, right? And he claims to be part of ISIS or whatever, basically he's a fucking terrorist, right? I equate this fucking outrage at men that didn't fucking commit any sort of assault the same way when somebody Muslim does some horrific shit and suddenly everybody expects the Muslim community to come out and fucking condemn it as though they played a role in what that guy did or like he was their fucking cousin or some shit. Just because just because the fucking terrorist happened to also be Muslim does not mean that Muslims need to come out and fucking make you feel better. Just like, they do the same shit with, name your fucking racial category here. Black people, whenever somebody black does something fucked up, it feels like suddenly all black people must stand up and condemn the actions of, whoever the fuck, as though they know the guy. You guys are doing the same shit to men. Not all of us are fucking animals. Some of us actually do respect women. In fact, I would say a majority of us respect women. There's just some within our fucking group that really shouldn't. They should probably be taken out fucking behind the fucking shed and, get a little bit of that fucking old Yeller treatment. It's so fucking ridiculous, this stance that women take. And I know that there's probably some feminist person listening to me now rolling her fucking eyes or talking about how I'm part of the problem or whatever. But think about it. I mean, I've been cheated on in my life by some girl, and it fucking, it hurt, right? Should I now expect all women to apologize for what that woman did? I mean, isn't that one of the biggest fucking complaints you hear about? You hear from ladies that happen to hook up with a guy that's insecure, and the only reason that he's insecure is because some chick fucked him over in the past, and it's like, well, why should I have to pay for her fucking mistakes? Well, you're doing the exact same shit to men. And, being that I'm going to be a huge deuce in 2018, I'm saying enough of this shit. You want to trash the men that are fucking pigs? Go ahead. I'll fucking trash them with you. But I am not going to fucking go out of my way to apologize for all men because you met some fucking animal. We're not all fucking animals. Just like not all Muslims are terrorists, and not all black people are from the hood, and not all Mexicans fucking snuck over the border. We're not all the fucking same. So this idea that these actors, that they needed to get on stage when they're accepting an award for some shit that they did and fucking apologize for all men just so you can feel better, go fuck yourself. I mean, every time some fucking gold-digging whore, fucking marries a 97-year-old man that's, fucking just so happens to be a fucking billionaire, I don't see you guys all coming out and, fucking condemning her actions and being like, on behalf of all women, we're sorry that there are gold digging whores in the world. No, none of you fucking do that shit. So why is it that we're expected to do it? What? Because suddenly you feel like you deserve a fucking apology from all men as though we all fucking plotted to grab your titty? Go fuck yourself. It sucks that that if you did experience some shit, it sucks. I feel bad for you. I empathize for you. I have a daughter, so obviously I have to teach her all about the fucking, the behavior of some guys. I feel bad, but I'm not going to apologize for shit I didn't do. I'm not going to come and speak out to make you feel better as though I fucking share some guilt because the guy, because the person that, grabbed your ass has a dick and I have a dick. So therefore, somehow we're fucking connected. I'll tell you what, ladies. I'll start speaking out on behalf of all men, for grabbing your ass. The second you speak out and condemn all women that marry for money, that cut their husbands' dicks off, that cheat and lie, or what's a good one? The ones that are married to some dude, hook up with some other guy, get fucking pregnant by that guy, convince the person that they're married to that it's their kid, and then it turns out a few years into the kid's life that she comes clean, and suddenly now he's fucking tied to 18 years taking care of a fucking kid that isn't his. As soon as you guys come out in fucking unison and condemn that shit, then I and other men will fucking do the same. Until then, go fuck yourself. Oh, God. I guess maybe this podcast, maybe this year is going to be the same as fucking last year. I don't know. It's just, that shit pissed me off, right? Especially since it was a dude that fucking got that whole ball rolling, right? I forget what the fuck his name is, and he's just like, oh, I'm watching the Golden Globes. Has any man said anything about me too? You fucking douche. And see, this is the thing, ladies. That's the type of guy. I've said this in previous podcasts, so I apologize for those that have heard this before. But those are the types of guys that, or the types of predators that women are always fucking blinded by. The guys that'll fucking say and do anything to get you to lower your fucking defenses, including throwing other men under the fucking bus. Now, I get it, if he's talking about men that have been accused of, doing some of this horrific shit, then yeah, I would be 100% on his side. But the fact that he's just going to throw all men under the fucking bus because they didn't take the time when they were receiving a fucking award for some shit that they did to talk about, the fucking trials and tribulations of women. That type of dude, all he's trying to do is get laid. And he's doing it by pretending to be your fucking ally. Guys, fucking men, we don't throw each other under the bus for for a woman. We won't fucking do it unless we're trying to hook up with you. I've never fucking done it because I think that's fucking weak. You should, you should get your attention through your own fucking means. Trashing somebody else to try and do it just makes you fucking weak. But it's these fucking guys, right? It's the same dudes that are like, if you're having problems with your significant other, and he'll be like, you'll tell him, you'll tell this guy who you think is just your fucking friend that, my guy doesn't, he doesn't fucking rub my feet, after a long fucking day. And that's when he'll swoop in and be like, oh, baby, if you were mine, I'd rub your, I'd suck on your pinky toes. It's weak fucking game to get you to drop your fucking defenses. Or more like to get you to drop your fucking your panties, but you get the point. Those are the dudes that you never see them coming, and those ones, I guarantee you that 90% of the fucking guys that will walk up and grab your fucking titty or do the things that we've heard about, I bet you 99% of the fucking time. Why did I increase it from 90 to 99? All right, well, let's go back to 90%. 90% of those fucking dudes are exactly like the guy I just fucking described. They have no fucking game whatsoever. They wouldn't get any attention at all from women. So what they do is they play the fucking nice guy. Right? They promise you shit. They make you feel like they're on your side. I mean, doesn't it sound kind of like what Harvey Weinstein was fucking doing? Like, oh yeah, I could put you in a fucking movie. You're fucking awesome. Well, while you're at it, why don't you just watch me fucking take a shower or some shit? I mean, granted, it's a little different with him because he used his power in a way, but it's the same fucking premise, right? Build you up and make you lower your fucking defenses, make you think that you're dealing with a nice guy, and then you end up fucking these guys, or you end up at least giving them the attention that they so fucking crave. And I said this in 2017. Well, I mean, it's not even since 2000. Fucking people have been, or dudes have been saying this, or even women have been saying this since fucking as far back as I can remember. You don't really want a wishy-washy fucking dude. You don't want an animal that's just gonna fucking, rip your fucking shirt off at dinner. You don't want that. I'm not talking about that type of a fucking man. But what you definitely don't fucking want, or at least I assume based on the shit that I've heard women say, is that you don't want that fucking wishy-washy fucking dude that you can walk all over. Now, I know there are some women out there that is exactly who they're looking for. Just somebody that they can fucking bully and do all of the fucking horrific shit that was done to them. I understand there are women out there that, there are women in existence that want that type of shit. But most women want a strong man. They don't want him fucking crying his eyes out, because the fucking commercial on TV was so goddamn sad. A lot of you tell yourselves you want that, right? You just, I want a sensitive man, until he starts fucking crying, and then you're like, you fucking little bitch. What the hell am I talking about? was talking about the Me Too movement. How the fuck did I get here? I don't know. I'm just saying, ladies, you need to tune your senses a little bit, because you're missing the fucking real predators. And those are the guys that will tell you anything you want to hear. They'll tell you anything you want to hear, whether it's I'm on your side, or I wouldn't do that to you if you were my girl, or, you know, or you're so strong, you don't need him. You don't fucking need him. I mean, unless he's gay, then, you know, obviously that's a little bit different. You know, I feel like, okay, if he's gay, he's probably legitimately trying to fucking help you. But if he's into chicks, I'm not going to say every single dude that does this is trying to get you to lower your fucking defenses. Obviously, there are some guys out there that are just naturally fucking teddy bears. But a majority of men, we're not fucking teddy bears. We're not fucking teddy bears. So, you know, you need to wise up a little bit. Oh God, how douchey did that fucking sound? I don't know. Anybody here that did anybody here? Who am I fucking kidding? We've all heard it that the establishment Democrats are pushing Oprah Winfrey for president in 2020. I'm gonna say the same thing about that idea as I did about the idea of fucking The Rock running, or fucking old Zuckerberg. We're over there with the Facebook guy. Well, actually not. I mean, well, you know what? Erase Zuckerberg. I think he would be a fucking horrific president, but for different fucking reasons. Let's just stick to the fucking celebrities here. Oprah, while yeah, she can make you feel all warm and buttery inside, and you know, she's got an awesome fucking book club or whatever. What does she fucking know about politics other than what she might? I mean, you know, like if she's qualified to be fucking president, then so am I. In fact, I would think I'm more qualified, because I can almost guarantee you that I'm way more fucking informed on politics and our history than Oprah is. I'm more qualified to run as president than she is. This fucking hero worship that the Democrats are fucking just reeking with it's fucking sad, because the same people, the same fucking people that were like, you know what, Donald Trump, he's not qualified to be president, are now pushing somebody that was basically the equivalent of the female Jerry Springer when she fucking started out. They're now saying that she should run. Based on what fucking experience? I thought experience was fucking important to you guys. I mean, wasn't that wasn't that what you bitched about all the fucking time about Hillary? Like, oh, she's the most qualified candidate of them all, even though she wasn't nearly in fucking in politics as long as fucking Bernie Sanders. You know, you got to think about her history. She started out as first lady, which is basically just a fucking title that they give to you because you're the president's fucking wife. That doesn't give you really much experience, other than, yeah, maybe you hobnob a little bit with some of the people that look up to your fucking husband. Then she was Secretary of State, or no, she was Senate. She was in the Senate for I don't even know how many years. What, like 10 years? I'll give her that. And then, you know, she was fucking Secretary of State, and that's it. Fucking Bernie Sanders has been in politics for 40 fucking years. Hillary Clinton has not. A majority of Hillary Clinton's time has been out of politics. Yeah, she's been a fucking voice of the, of the fucking Democrats. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she has more experience. I don't want to turn this into a Bernie versus fucking Hillary. Let's just stick to the fucking to the original topic here. Oprah's not fucking qualified. And the fact that you are now calling for someone with probably about as much experience running the country as Donald Trump had. Do you not recognize the fucking hypocrisy here? Because it used to be important that the person running the fucking country actually had some experience, right? Isn't that what they bitched about when Obama was running? He'd only been in the Senate for like 2 years, and before that he was a community organizer, whatever the fuck that means. Right? There was the big complaint that he's not qualified. And then the Democrats were like, maybe it's time that we don't have a career fucking politician, right? And then when Obama's done being president, it's like, we must have the most qualified person to run the country, and Trump is not qualified, and, yada, yada, yada. And now here we are. Let's try somebody that, that has less experience than even Obama fucking had. Because this time she has none. She has experience running a book club. She has experience running, or having a fucking talk show. And I guess now she has a fucking network that, really nobody under the age of fucking 57 fucking watches. It blows my fucking mind. The Rock isn't qualified. Oprah isn't qualified. Let's just throw out who else do fucking be? Idris Elba, Brad Pitt, fucking Bill Murray. Although I actually would go for a Bill Murray fucking presidency, because it's just gonna be fucking hilarious. Who else do you fucking cunts like? Sean Penn. I don't know. No. Can we please get away from the celebrity fucking president? Can we fucking, mature a little bit? I know that Democrats are 100% against learning the lessons of 2016. But can we at least just be mature enough to come to the agreement that we don't need a fucking celebrity as leader of our fucking country? We're already a fucking laughingstock to the world because of Trump. What do you think? Because, we'll have somebody that's, that's more likable as president. That'll make us look good. Until she fucking does or says something fucking stupid or gets in over her fucking head because she has no idea what the fuck she's doing, because the closest thing that she's ever come to as far as running something is running a company, which is not the fucking same as running a country. I know they both start with C, but they're not the fucking same. So can we just fucking, can we put that shit to bed? No more Hollywood. No more fucking game show hosts. No more fucking community organizers. I don't know. Has anybody watched, I was watching fucking, what is it, Cinemax? Showtime? One of those. Late at night, this is not going to be news to anybody, but, late at night they play, what do they call it? Softcore porn. These movies that have ridiculous fucking plots and premises. And, it's all really just designed to watch two people fuck without actually seeing them fuck. And, it got me to fucking thinking, like, is the softcore porn, is it just censored real porn? Like, is there a porn out there somewhere where this scene takes place, but you actually do see fucking penetration? Which, by the way, as a little fucking side note or caveat or whatever the fuck you want to call it, why are we still censoring this shit? It's on at fucking midnight. You think that if kids happen to catch a glimpse of this, that they're not going to know what the fuck is going on because you're not showing penetration? You're showing fucking titties. You're showing her fucking moaning and the movement and shit. Unless the kid is a fucking dipshit, they're going to know what the fuck is going on. I'm willing to bet that every single kid in the fucking world has walked in on their parents doing it and seen more than what they'd see on a fucking Cinemax fucking movie. Can we fucking grow up in 2018? Either show the whole fucking thing or don't show it at all. But, to get back to my original fucking question, is it porn that's censored for TV, or are these people simulating sex? Because if they're simulating it, then they, hands down, are the greatest fucking actors and actresses of all time. And shame on you award-winning fucking actors and actresses at the Golden Globes for not talking about the trials and tribulations of the softcore porn industry, where these women have to take their clothes off and pretend that they are being penetrated. Shame on you. Where is their fucking hashtag movement? I don't know. I mean, if they're fucking acting, then they're brilliant. They're fucking brilliant. Because I'm 100% convinced they're fucking. 100%. But if it's censored porn, then what the fuck? Cinemax and Showtime. I think we are at a point in our fucking lives where, we've all seen porn at this point. Why are we pretending like there's still somebody out there that hasn't fucking seen this shit? I'm willing to bet that the most respectable person that or maybe not even know, that you've heard of, has seen porn. So what are we doing now? Who are we censoring this for? Kids that shouldn't even be awake at that fucking hour? Can we just fucking grow up for once? Can we grow up in this country and quit pretending like, hold on, I got a fucking phone call. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Of course, now I was gone so long, I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. I was talking about softcore porn, wasn't I? And that we should just grow up and stop pretending like, I don't know, like it's the fucking pre-internet, back when you actually had to, either fucking pay somebody to buy a magazine, or you had to go in that fucking room at the where you'd rent movies or some shit, or if you were lucky, if you were, too young to fucking have a movie rental membership, but, you're not a fucking child, if you just happen to, I don't know, fucking see a discarded fucking magazine or some shit, Can we just stop? I just spit all over my fucking microphone. Can we just stop acting like we're fucking children? Kids are not supposed to be up at midnight. I know that there are some out there, but you know what? I want to see some fucking penetration. Or are they doing it because what they want you to do, right? As if they I don't know, how does fucking ratings work? Right? Because I feel like, if Cinemax decided, you know what, fuck this censorship shit, we're going to show the full fucking thing. Or actually, you don't even have to show the entire, you don't have to show, fluids being fucking exchanged. Right? You don't have to show that. But penetration at this point is not that big of a fucking deal. But if I don't know how cable companies make their money, or these movie fucking channels make their money. I assume it's based off of fucking, whether or not somebody's watching the show and how long and all that other shit, right? So they could basically corner the fucking, the porn market to some degree if they would just show, what's fucking happening and what everybody knows is fucking happening, in these movies. Have I really spent 10 minutes fucking talking about softcore porn? I don't know. It's just so fucking stupid. Why fucking continue the charade? I don't know. What else? Should I end it here? I know I said that there was going to be some fucking solution. I said I was going to be the solution guy this fucking year. I don't know. What's a problem that I can solve quickly? Okay, I know. Because I know that there's somebody out there that's, for the fucking new year, you decided that you're going to quit smoking, right? And most likely, if you're listening to this and that was your resolution, most likely you've already fucking failed, right? And I'm not saying that to shit on you. I used to smoke. I understand how fucking difficult it is to quit that shit. I would say it's probably on par with, heroin. I mean, I've never fucking done heroin. The strongest shit I've ever fucking done is smoked weed. But, from what I understand, for people that do heroin, getting off of heroin is probably the most difficult thing, and I guess for the rest of their fucking life they will always crave it. So, I would say that behind heroin, fucking quitting cigarettes, probably the fucking same, right? Because it's been about 4 or 5 years for me, and I still every now and then it's like it'd be good as a fucking cigarette, but But I understand. I understand how fucking difficult it is to do. So I'm going to try and help you right now. First of all, you're never going to quit until you've made up your mind that you really want to fucking stop. And by that, I know you're like, well, I want to stop now. But, no, if you really, really wanted to fucking stop, then you would stop. Right. And I know that sounds like, like the advice of somebody that's never fucking struggled with any sort of fucking addiction or whatever, but, I was a fucking smoker, and I did go through the fucking dozen or so times of trying to quit and being unsuccessful. It wasn't until I really decided, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking nut up and power through this, that I'm gonna fucking quit. And, and I managed to fucking do it, and I know you can do it too. But first thing, let's talk about how most people, God, is the podcast just going to go down this fucking road? Not all the fucking solutions are going to be entertaining to you fucking cunts, all right? So here's what I would do when I was trying to quit, right? I would do the shit like, oh, it's this fucking New Year, so my resolution is I'm gonna fucking quit smoking. That never fucking worked. And I would do shit like, well, it's Friday, I'll fucking start quitting or whatever, Monday, the fucking beginning of the week, that's a good time to start shit. And in fact, it's the worst fucking time to do it. I would do shit like, okay, well, I'm gonna cut down, right? I'm not gonna smoke as much. Now, I wasn't really that heavy of a fucking smoker to begin with, so for me, maybe this part was a little, well, I don't know, who, let's just call a spade a spade. If you're fucking smoking, it doesn't matter if you're smoking fucking 2 packs a day, 1 pack a day, or fucking half a pack a day, you're still fucking smoking. But I would do like, oh, I'm gonna cut down. Right, I'm not gonna have as much, or I'm gonna fucking, I would do shit like, okay, I'm gonna smoke 1 fucking cigarette, and then I'm not gonna fucking smoke another one for like an hour or 2, or some shit like that, right? And that, that didn't fucking work, right? Because you'd be able to follow it for like the first couple of hours, and then you're just like, fuck it, what the fuck am I doing? And at the end of the fucking day, you're still smoking, right? So realistically, the only way to fucking quit smoking is you gotta go cold turkey. Fucking easing yourself off of it isn't gonna fucking work. It really isn't. I know that there are some people that are like, well, it's already 2 weeks in and I've managed to cut down. Well, yeah, right now. But eventually you're gonna find a reason to fucking smoke more. Some sort of fucking event is going to happen that, fills you with anxiety or pisses you off or whatever the fuck. Eventually you're going to return to your old fucking habits. And like I said, you're still End of the fucking day, you're still smoking. So yeah, weaning yourself off, that doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. Planning shit, like I said, the beginning of the fucking week is the worst time to fucking do it, because it's Monday, and for most people that's the start of the work week, and it means getting into fucking traffic, and then you get to fucking work and you gotta listen to your fucking boss tell you stupid fucking jokes or make you feel like you're just a fucking little peon, and it's too much fucking pressure. Right, so starting in the beginning of the fucking week is, if it's not a good plan. It can work, but it's not a good plan. And I know you're gonna be like, well, okay, so then when should I start? Should I fucking decide to quit in the middle of the week, or on the weekend? Or no, you should stop smoking when you're ready to stop smoking. Don't fucking set a date. I know they tell you like, write it down and tell somebody or whatever. And, because somehow writing it down makes you more likely to fucking follow. It's all horse shit. Okay. Just, you're not going to quit until you want to quit. Until you really, really want to quit. Now, you might be telling yourself, yeah, I want to fucking stop smoking. It's bad for my health. It fucking stinks. My teeth are fucking turning brown. But, you might be telling yourself that, but you're not really ready. So you can't, I know this is going to sound like the worst fucking motivational speech ever, but you shouldn't try and quit until you are ready to fucking quit, which means you fucking put them down, you walk away, and you never come back. For me, what made me finally put it down, it wasn't like, oh, I've got kids, or I don't know, the fucking, you see the rotted lungs or whatever, it wasn't any of that shit. It was just, I found out because I tried the usual fucking things, right? The patches, the fucking gum. I tried all that. It wasn't until I wanted to know who fucking owns these companies, this Nicorette and I forget the name of the other one and shit, the ones that create the fucking patches and the gum and shit. I looked it up, and it turns out that they are owned by the fucking cigarette companies. Right? So either you're paying them to slowly kill you via buying cigarettes, or you're paying them to try and cure you from smoking cigarettes. So either way, they're making fucking money. They're playing both sides of the fucking aisle. And for me, that was like, this is some fucking like underhanded dirty shit, right? I understand the business plan there, right? Or like, well, people are quitting, so we might as well, we're going to lose money by people quitting, so why don't we fucking try and make money by actually trying to fucking help them. And I know it'll probably, for some people, it'll sound like, wow, they're such great fucking people. They realize that their cigarettes are killing people, so now they're trying to help. No, they're just trying to make fucking money. That is it. There's no fucking hidden philanthropy. There's no fucking, empathy or any of that fucking shit. It is just they're trying to make money, and that pissed me off. It pissed me off enough where I was like, you know what? Because, for me, obviously everybody has their own motivations for quitting smoking or whatever. But for me, I always hated the fact that I was paying a company to kill me. It bugged me. Because I don't like fucking, if you listen to this podcast for any amount of time, you kind of know that I'm definitely anti-establishment. I'm definitely anti-fucking corporations and all that fucking shit. So it bugged the shit out of me that I was paying this fucking evil fucking corporation to basically fucking slowly kill me. When I found out that they were also the ones who were producing the help you get, or to help you fucking stop smoking shit. For me, that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, or whatever the fuck. And it wasn't like immediately like, oh, I'm fucking done. It took probably a couple of weeks after that for me to finally be like, this is fucking stupid. There's nothing about smoking that I enjoy. I don't like I didn't like the way it fucking tasted. I didn't like the way it fucking made me smell. I didn't like the fact that I couldn't fucking get through my day or get through. I hated the fact that smoking was associated with everything that I did throughout the day or in my fucking life. So, I finally just decided, you know what? All right. I know it's going to be fucking tough. I've tried this before, and, you try a bunch of times, and sometimes you can go a couple of days and you feel like, yeah, okay. I'm starting to fucking see some light at the end of the table, and then something fucking sets you off and you're like, fuck, I need a cigarette. And, and I realized that I was just making excuses to fucking smoke, right? Like, the biggest one was like, okay, it's Friday, I'll stop on Monday, and what was I going to do from Friday to, through Sunday? What was I gonna fucking, smoke my fill until I got till Monday? Or, like, what was my fucking plan? Was I going to cut down? Was I going to ease myself? And was I just going to fucking go and buy a carton? Because that's one of the things I never fucking did. Right, I think which also helped with eventually fucking walking away from it, because I refused to buy a carton, because to me it's like, well, once you're buying cartons of cigarettes, you're pretty much just a full on smoker. That's a huge commitment, or at least that's what I fucking told myself. As though buying a fucking pack every day, if anything, it would be financially better to just buy a fucking carton. But you tell yourself what you tell yourself. So I finally got to the point where I was just like, all right, I'm fucking done, and I know it's gonna be tough. And I know I'm going to want to fucking smoke. And I know that, that there's going to be all this fucking shit. But, either I have fucking willpower or I don't. And for me, it was a make or break scenario. And that's what it needs to be for you. That's why I said you got to be sure you're ready to fucking really quit. Or else it's just going to be, one more failure. And the thing is even though you fail at it, I would beat myself up, right? I'd be like, fuck, you're so weak, and what the fuck's wrong with you? And, but the thing is you got to keep in mind that they put shit in the fucking cigarettes to keep you smoking. So it's not really a matter of, I don't have the fucking willpower. It's more, there is some shit in this fucking rolled up tube that it's got its fucking hooks on me. And that helped also. Right, the idea that something fucking, I couldn't quit something because what? Because they put some shit in it that keeps me from just that idea. It was like, I feel like a fucking crackhead. Like I need my fucking fix. So for me, it was like, all right, I'm fucking done. I'm walking away, and I'm never fucking turning back. And I managed to fucking do it. And am I gonna say, it was a fuck? I did this shit standing on my head? No, it was fucking horrific. Which is something that a lot of people that try and get you to quit or whatever, their fucking speeches and shit, it's not that, you'll fucking pull through it, you're strong. They talk like about the positive shit, right? Try to build you up, which is a good thing. But what they don't really fucking talk about is how fucking horrific it is to try and fucking fight through it. It is a fucking battle. And, this is why I said you need to be 100% sure you're ready to quit, because it is a fucking battle. What I learned almost fucking immediately was how much of my fucking day was spent smoking. Right? Every fucking break I had, any fucking opportunity I had, I was smoking. And when you stop all of that, you suddenly realize that you have a lot of fucking like dead time throughout your day. And I would be fucking bored out of my fucking mind, because it was like, fuck, usually at this fucking time I'd be doing that. I'd be smoking, or, or whatever, or I just had a meal, I'd go fucking smoke, or I just woke up, I'll fucking smoke, or I'm on fucking break from work, I'll go fucking smoke. That was probably the hardest, well, not really the hardest part, but it was definitely a fucking challenge for me. Was I now had all this fucking free time, and I didn't know what to fucking do with myself. Because normally I would fucking smoke. And trying to busy yourself, like, I know that there's some people going to be like, well, just fucking, go work out. Or, I was working out and then I would fucking smoke. I would take breaks while I was working out at the gym to go smoke. So, my time at the gym, I couldn't increase that. I was already in there for longer than I fucking should anyway. My fucking best advice, if you're anything like me, is you just got to power through it. You got to power through it. You got to just be fucking bored. It's the same problem with kids nowadays, isn't it? It's like, suddenly they need, because my kids are the fucking same way, right? It's like, like any fucking time that isn't spent at school or doing homework or whatever. It's like, oh, I feel fucking obligated to create or find activities for them to do. And it's like, well, what fucking happened to just being fucking bored? My mom didn't fucking, think of shit for me to do, unless it was fucking clean the house or do some fucking yard work. She wasn't like, well, today we'll go fucking do this. Nah, I was just like, get the fuck out of the house and, come back before fucking dark. Or if you're not going to leave the house, then, go fuck yourself. There wasn't any planning of fucking activities. And, and the same thing can be said with quitting smoking. You just got to be fucking bored. You got to fucking power through it. And it's going to be rough. It's a rough fucking road. You can't, I can't fucking tell you how many times I was trying to convince myself, like, just have one. Just go to the store, buy a pack. That'll be your only fucking pack. And for a while, it was like I had to literally fucking fight myself from getting in my car and going there. Right? I had to fight myself. But then after a while, it got fucking funny to me, because it went from I need this to like this needing me. If that makes any fucking sense, right? It felt like there's this little fucking person sitting on my fucking shoulder, like, come on, man, I really need a fucking cigarette. Come on. And it's like, fuck you. You might need a cigarette. I don't fucking need one. Like, just go fuck yourself. And it started to get funny to me. Just that feeling, like, okay, this is ridiculous. I know this shit is bad for me. I know it's fucking killing me. I've gone all this fucking time, this is just the shit that they fucking put in the fucking cigarette. It's just that. It's my brain trying to convince me that, you know what, you deserve a cigarette. Look, you've gone, a couple of days or a couple of hours or whatever. It's just my brain. It wants that fucking nicotine. So after a while, it got funny, And as fucking each day went by, the fucking urge got less and less. I would say for me, probably 2 to 3 weeks in is when I finally was just like, I don't need it. I would still, every now and then you think about it, but it wouldn't be like, oh, I really fucking could use a cigarette. It's just like, I used to fucking smoke a cigarette at this time. And one other thing that I will say, and I think I've already mentioned it in the beginning of this, that idea, this is why I equate quitting smoking to quitting, or at least from what I understand, quitting fucking heroin. Because even though it's 4 or 5 years later since the last time I fucking smoked, every now and then, just every fucking now and then, I'll be driving someplace, or I'll be at home fucking bored. And that idea, like, a fucking cigarette, But the thing is it's not strong. It's barely a fucking whisper at this point, but it's still fucking there. And I suspect Unless you're, I don't know if the amount of time you spent smoking, I don't know how the shit fucking works. Maybe, because I think I smoked for probably 5-6 years, maybe longer. So, I'm thinking, well, is it just like when you break up with somebody that you've been with, like you need the same amount of time to like be 100% fucking fully over them, like once you break up or whatever. I don't know how this shit works. But what I do know is that that fucking, that little thing it'll stick with you. It won't be as strong. It won't even, like, at this point, it's just like, shut the fuck up. I would never fucking do it. Right. Because, you'll have those thoughts like, I wonder what would happen if I smoked one. And the thing is like, I know exactly what would fucking happen if I fucking smoked one. I'd go back to being a fucking smoker. So it's like, I'm not even going to entertain the thought anymore. But, God, this podcast is getting long. But, to just fucking try and sum it up and, bring this shit to a close. You have to, first and foremost, like I said, you have to be ready. Not just like I want to or I need to. You just gotta, like, I'm gonna do this. And you need to fucking, don't schedule it. Just when you have the fucking thought, when you have the fucking urge, fucking, that's when you start. It doesn't need to be the first of the fucking year or the first of the first day of the week or the first of the fucking month or whatever the fuck. It doesn't need to be any of that shit. It just needs to be, you know what? I'm done, and that's it. You could be fucking mid-cigarette and the thought will fucking come into your head. And then you put it fucking down and you walk away. And you have to fucking walk away. That's why I said you gotta be certain that you really, really want to fucking quit. Because if you're just half-assing it, it's not gonna work. But if you do try and you fail or you stumble, don't beat yourself up about it. Just keep in mind it's those fucking chemicals that are in that fucking cigarette that are tripping you up, and it's convinced your brain that you need that in order to fucking function. Which is weird because you kind of get this like existential fucking vibe going. Like, well, like, okay, am I in control of my fucking body or is it my brain? Like who's in control here, right? I mean, aren't I just a fucking brain walking around in a fucking meat suit? Maybe it's just me because I think of weird shit. I mean, hell, I spent 10 minutes pondering, fucking whether or not softcore porn fucking actresses and actors are really fucking doing it, or if it's just simulation. Not everybody's a fucking nut job like me, but it made me think about it. Like, okay, so who's in control here? Is it me? Or is it the fucking chemicals in my head? Am I just a bunch of fucking chemicals trying to convince myself that I'm an actual fucking person? It got really fucking weird. But that, for me, that's what fucking helped, right? Because I started looking at it that way. Like, okay, so I am just following the demands of some fucking neurotransmitters in my head, And that's what that for me was fucking motivation. Have I said for me enough times here? That was motivation. Just like, all right, I'm gonna take control. I've been on fucking autopilot, for too long. It's time for me to fucking be in control of my fucking meat sack. And that's what I fucking did. So, you got to be ready. Don't make any, don't fucking plan it out. Just fucking do it. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really fucking rough, at least for the first couple of weeks. So you gotta brace yourself. Something that I didn't fucking mention is, because cigarettes or nicotine, I don't know which, they are basically one and the fucking same. It's a huge appetite suppressant. So the minute you stop fucking smoking, your appetite gets a little nutty. So you gotta be a little weary that, or leery. Leery, I think weary is when you're tired. I don't know. You gotta be aware that your appetite is gonna pick up a little bit. So, don't create another problem for yourself where suddenly it's like, I've gone from, smoking a pack a day to eating, a fucking birthday cake every 15 minutes. You don't want to do that. Okay? It's going to be rough. Don't eat the fucking birthday cake. Don't eat yourself into another fucking medical problem. And eventually you'll get to a point where you don't even fucking think about them. You don't think about the cigarettes. And I mean, if you, like, right now I'm at this stage where if I happen to smell cigarette smoke, it makes me feel sick. Not like I'm gonna puke, but just like, I can't believe I used to fucking breathe that shit into my fucking lungs. It's just, you get to that point, right? Like I said, I mean, obviously everybody's fucking different. But for me, it really, after about 2 weeks, it was kind of a walk in the park. You have to kind of develop the habit of when your brain says, I need a cigarette, give me a fucking cigarette. You have to get in the habit of telling your brain to just go fuck itself, and then you don't do it. You gotta just fucking hold it. You gotta hang in there. You gotta fucking nut up, and you just gotta fucking power through. And that's my fucking solution for quitting smoking. Or you could apply that to really anything, right? To, if you're an alcoholic, if you're fucking weed head, or you're a hard drug user or whatever, you're not gonna quit until you're ready to fucking quit. That's all. That's basically what it fucking boils down to. You're not going to quit until you're ready. And it's not, things like, I'm having a kid or I've got kids. You tell yourself that should be motivation enough. It's not. For alcoholics, I don't know what their fucking motivation is for drinking or whatever. But, it's just, you just have to fucking want it. And until you really fucking want it, it isn't gonna fucking happen. And there's no amount of your significant other bitching at you or complaining or crying or holding a fucking intervention or none of that shit is gonna fucking work until you are ready to fucking quit. And that's and that's the rest of the fucking story there. Anyway, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'll try and give you another podcast later this week. Still trying to get back into the swing of things as far as the schedule. The holidays are over, so trying to get back to fucking normal here. But anyway, so I'll talk to you again in a day or two. And fucking just like always, don't take any shit and go fuck yourself. Peace.